Hi, everybody. We are live today. This is the pregame show. Arsenal versus Southampton. A big, big game in which we need to absolutely obtain 3 points today. Nothing less will suffice. No more draws at home, please. We are playing a team who is close to the bottom of the league. And next week we are playing the team who is bottom of the league in Norwich. But all eyes today must be focused on Southampton at home. And like I said, 3 points is imperative. Really playing the team from the second bottom of the league. You need to be picking up 3 points at home. It will really, really, if alarm signals are not ringing around the Emirates right now, then if we don't get 3 points today, definitely alarm bells will be ringing. And my prediction is, in fact, we will win by 3 goals to nil. And I cannot make that prediction with any degree of certainty at all. Um, the way we've been going this season. Um, but 17 points from 12 games, not enough. We need to start clicking at about 10 points for every 5 games. And if you take into account what we have in the next 5 games, it's Southampton at home today, Norwich away from home, Brighton at home, West Ham away from home, who are absolutely getting trashed right now, and Manchester City at home at the Emirates. So if you want to get 10 points from those 5 games, uh, it's an absolute must that we're going to get 3 points today versus Southampton. A Southampton team who, remember, has been beaten 9-0 by Leicester in the last few weeks. And just going through some of their scores recently, they were beaten in the Football League Cup by Manchester City 3-1. And then in the league, Manchester City beat them 2-1. They've lost to Everton in their last game 2-1. So I'm expecting nothing other than a win and a decent win um, today versus Southampton. The team will be announced in 5 minutes, and I will be giving you the team lineup for Arsenal, how we're going to set up. It's actually going to be released in about 3 minutes from now. So I'm just going to give you my predicted lineup for today. I've given you a predicted score of 3-0. Obviously, Bernd Leno is our number one goalkeeper. I would like to see centre back. I'm going to pick what I think Unai Emery is going to pick. And I think he's always maintained and stuck with Socrates and David Luiz as his centre backs. And that's not saying that I agree with that. Um, on the left side, he's going to go with Tierney. On the right side, he's going to go with Bellerin. It does seem that Granit Xhaka will be restored to the lineup. All of the murmurings about that have been to set the table for Granit Xhaka to come back. We have not heard very much from Granit Xhaka himself, which is disgraceful, really. This is a player, this is the previous captain who needed to act like a captain and admit when he was in the wrong. So Granit Xhaka looks like will be restored to the lineup, and that's going to create a weird atmosphere in of itself. Um, Alongside him, I would absolutely pick Torreira. Hopefully, Emery has started to realize that Lucas Torreira needs to play in the defensive midfield position and not as a central attacking midfield. Um, yeah, I really hope this is part of Unai Emery's changing, metamorphosis into a decent coach and someone who we can hang our hat on every week and feel more and more confident. These next 3 games should bring the team along with more confidence. We should beat Southampton at home today. Should Norwich away from home and Brighton at home. We shall see what happens. So Xhaka and Torreira, and alongside those two, I would play Guendouzi as well. A player that Unai Emery seems to like a lot. Um, Obviously, then we're going to continue with the front three of Aubameyang on the left hand side and Pepe on the right hand side. And Pepe needs to step it up again and get some more goals. And Lacazette as our centre forward. Now, there are players who are knocking on the door, namely Martinelli for me. He is knocking on the door in a strong, strong way and should really be starting to be considered for the first team. Definitely should make the substitutes bench today. But let's see. The team has just been announced, and I can announce it live now. We're going for a 3-4-1-2 formation. Bernd Leno in goal, Callum Chambers, Socrates, David Luiz, and Bellerin. So three at the back is Socrates, Luiz, and Chambers. We've got Bellerin and Torreira as our wing backs. In midfield, we have Guendouzi, Mesut Ozil. Guendouzi and Mesut Ozil and Torreira. And then we have Lacazette and Aubameyang up front. So the two up front are Lacazette and Aubameyang. Ozil is sitting in that hole behind the front two, and then we have four across midfield. It's going to be Bellerin, Tierney, Torreira, and Guendouzi. So no Granit Xhaka today, and that is probably a good thing. If I check the substitutes bench, I bet I'm going to see him there. We're playing three at the back: Callum Chambers, Socrates, and David Luiz. And also in the substitutes, we have Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Nicholas Pepe, Mustafi, Nelson, Martinez, Willock, and Martinelli. So no Granit Xhaka in the team today. And I think that is a good thing, at least for a few more weeks. We all know that Granit Xhaka is probably going to work his way back into the lineup, but it is too soon following on from what happened in the Crystal Palace game. And, you know, it would just create a very, very bad atmosphere. So moving forward today, we're going to play three at the back. Like I said, Callum Chambers, Socrates, David Luiz. Let me know what you think about that lineup. Hector Bellerin is in midfield as a wing back, and Kieran Tierney as a wing back, and then we have Guendouzi and Lucas Torreira, they're definitely gonna bring some industry to the lineup and bring some and Mesut Ozil has been restored to the lineup as well as the player behind Lacazette and Aubameyang. So it's all set up for Lacazette and Aubameyang to score a few goals today. Mesut Ozil supplying the balls through for them, and yeah, I mean we're really hanging our hat on the two strikers, the two $60 million strikers in Lacazette and Aubameyang. So I don't see anywhere else where goals are going to come from apart from maybe Socrates or David Luiz from a set piece. So that has been the preview. Just did a quick one today. Join us later. If anyone's in the comments or in the live section here, say hello and drop a comment if you have a question. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. But that has been the lineup versus Southampton. A team that really we should be beating by 2 or 3 goals here. And I'm sure Aubameyang and Lacazette are both looking at this and thinking they could at least get a couple today. Hopefully our wingbacks can get forward. We're going to see Tierney to his best effect as well going forward. It's something I'm excited to see. And of course, Hector Bellerin. We also want to have a good game from Lucas Torreira. If he is showing that he's playing well, and I'm sure we're going to see the best from Torreira today because he is motivated to convince Unai Emery that he needs to be as the DM defensive midfielder and not played much further forward, such as what Unai Emery has been doing with Lucas Torreira this season. It's been really quite odd trying to have Lucas Torreira do that. He's not comfortable playing in that position. I think we're going to see a very, very good game from Torreira. Hi, Joel. Paul Aquina. So the midfielders are basically we got two wing backs, Bellerin and Tierney, and we have Torreira and Guendouzi in midfield. There is no Granit Xhaka either in the team or in the substitutes bench, so he's not in the lineup at all today. Uh, Tell me what you think about Torreira and Guendouzi as a pivot, with Tierney and Bellerin flanking him. We're going to play three at the back, so the formation is basically a 3-5-2, um, four across midfield, and Ozil will be their free player to supply Aubameyang and Lacazette. Hey, Joel, if you're new around here, let me know if you're a subscriber or not. Consider subscribing if you would. I really would appreciate it, and hit that like button. Um, Join us also, Joel, after the game. We're going to have a post game show as well. And hopefully, we're going to be talking about a 3-0, 3-0, 4-0. I predicted a 3-0 win for the Arsenal. And this will be the first time that we've actually won a game by more than one goal. I'm joined now by Gundam News. Folks, if you have a chance, check out Gundam News. He's just started his own YouTube channel. He is my co-host on Arsenal Fan Circle. Did you hear the team yet, Mahir?
Nope.
All right, so we're playing three at the back. Callum Chambers, Socrates, David Luiz, with Bernd Leno in the sticks. Wing backs are Tierney and Bellerin, with Torreira and Guendouzi in midfield. And
Okay.
then basically, Ozil has a free role behind the two strikers.
Nice. I'm happy.
So, welcome, Joel, for coming in and joining me. I think it's the best lineup I have ever seen. Um, I want to see the best out of Tierney and Bellerin getting forward and being creative from the fullback position. We've got Ozil now, here, and
Yeah, man.
Ozil needs to keep going in terms of what he did against Liverpool a few weeks ago.
Look, Dani Ceballos is injured. I think until mid-December, if I'm not mistaken. And we're gonna
Yeah,
need Ozil to
Tobias
put.
is out, so we're going to need him. The other big news is that there is no Granit Xhaka in the team at all today. The substitutes are Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Nicholas Pepe, Mustafi, Nelson, Joe Willock, and Martinelli, and of course the goalkeeper is Emi Martinez. So
Pepe is not starting.
take a moment and talk about that, my here. Be right back.
Okay, hey guys, your co-host here. Um, I'm pretty happy with the lineup. What do you guys think about the lineups? Look, I'm happy since Ceballos, not that he is injured, just that Ceballos is replaced, as per se. I mean, Ozil's got a big shift to put in today, along with our wingbacks, who are going to be Kieran Tierney and Hector Bellerin. And I'm pretty happy with the lineup. I'm just a bit shocked that Pepe is not Pepe is not starting again. Which I mean, we paid 72 million. I mean, do you know, guys, what a disaster this is going to be if we lose or draw? Any other result than a win, as I did in my preview, which I shall share very soon, although it's very close to the game. So,
Okay,
hey,
welcome in. We have a second viewer. The team has been announced. Let's go through it one more time. Well, let's not. Let's wrap it up pretty soon. Mahir, are you happy? Happy with that lineup?
yeah, I'm still. Why is Pepe still not starting? Is he
Yeah.
still?
So Pepe is not in the lineup. Hopefully, he can come on in the second half.
Ray, just jog my memory quickly.
Yeah,
Who is on the right hand side? Who's playing on the wing on the right hand side?
it's going to be two up front with Ozil behind them. Behind them, not really. So Bellerin might be taking that space.
Okay, yeah, and Tierney. So they're gonna have to put in big performances. Anything other than a win, so a loss or a draw, Emery has to be sacked immediately after the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Immediately.
yeah. I have to agree with you. If you can't get 3 points at home against a team that is in the bottom two, because they're second from bottom, and that's not enough, not good enough, and I don't foresee any problems today.
Me neither.
And I'm most excited about Lucas Torreira.
Oh, most definitely. But
That if he can put in a shift and play a really, really good game today, Mahir, um, that will maybe persuade Emery to keep playing him as a DM and to dispense with the CAM, the central attacking midfielder. Not good enough, you know.
we're going to wrap the show up very soon. But what I want to say on that is Emery is an absolute clown. Because you play players out of position, and then guess what happens? They become unhappy, and the longer
Yeah,
it's prolonged, the more likely chance. I mean, Aubameyang is even open to talks with Barcelona to sit down with him, and I don't know how much we can prolong it. If it's for a big fee, Ray, we've discussed it before, right? If it's
mm-hmm.
for a big fee, who can say no to 80 million? I mean, Aubameyang is 30. But on a good note, no Xhaka, like you're saying. And I'm sure our subscribers will agree with us. And one other thing, it's so good to be back, guys. So good to be
It's
back.
good to be back. The thing about Granit Xhaka is, we know he's probably going to play between now and the new year, but would be too soon to bring him back to this game. And
Way too soon. I mean,
this,
we
the
are
club
short.
has, and my here, the club has tried to roll out Hector Bellerin to say some things about Granit Xhaka, and I think Aubameyang has said, the captain has said some things about Granit Xhaka. He's part of the team, he's part of our family, but Granit Xhaka has not said too much on the topic at all.
I honestly don't care anymore. I honestly don't care. I just want to be a new manager. I just basically want, it's the first international break. I've actually just relaxed and taken my mind off the stresses of how terribly we've been because of one person or a few characters that have been around for a long time, like Shakran and Shaka, for example.
Yeah.
If you move back to Mönchengladbach, and apparently we linked to Zachariah, also another midfielder, I think we can possibly organize a straight swap, which I think will be fantastic. If this other guy can come in and supposedly and do the job that he's been lacking for ever since he joined the club. So
So, just to finish up here, if anyone else has comments, leave them there in the comment section. We'll discuss them. Do also join us after the game. We will be having a post-game show as well today to review the Southampton game. And as a bonus show tomorrow on Sunday, we will be having a renowned sports psychologist join us. Hopefully, to get under the skin of what's happening with these players and how they seem to bottle it. It's a mentality thing. A lot of high level sports people win and lose between the years. Right by here.
of course,
It
it's all
gives you that
a
extra edge, that will.
exactly it's all a mentality issue basically because if you keep doing the same things over and over and over and over, eventually players realize, look here, let's try and develop a way of trying to get this coach out. Because I mean,
Mm.
right now, can anybody honestly say they're playing for Emery? No, none, none
No.
whatsoever.
So, just to wrap up, if we have any ambitions on top four, 3 points is a must. today. Really can't
Definitely.
say anything more than that, right?
There's no excuses. There's absolutely no excuses. Nothing. Not even a tiny little smidge of an excuse available for this right now.
So do you think we can see today? We've got Torreira playing as a DM. We got three at the back. Do we concede a goal?
To be honest with you, I still see one of our defenders making an error that leads us to concede
Making,
just one
making.
goal. Because our score predictions, Ray, if I'm not mistaken, you said 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
3-0.
And I said
I
3-0, and you said 3-1. All right.
You
So
know what?
Joel has a question. Who should replace Emery? Because if you lose today, you should be sacked. If there's a draw today, you should be sacked.
Yep. We just said
If
if
we
I
get
think
another 1-1 or 2-2, it's over.
it's done. It's done, done, done. As much as I don't
But
want it to
let's
be,
answer the question. Who would you replace Emery with?
I'm replacing Emery with Maximiliano Allegri.
Allegri.
Allegri, ex-Juventus coach.
Okay. I actually did a podcast on Thursday night, I think it was, and I talked about the Chinese league is ending in the first week in December, and there is a prominent coach in the Chinese league right now who has worked in the Premier League before. I would go for Mr. Rafa Benitez.
Whoa!
I noticed that you haven't talked about Freddie or Arteta.
Because to be honest with you, I heard something juicy today. I don't know if it's true. Could possibly be, but guys, you could let us know also if you're watching on the rerun, or we love the and appreciate the sport. But the juicy bit of information is Pep Guardiola's contract expires in 2020, which is the start of next year.
Ooh, January.
Yes. So at the same time, I don't want to persist with Emery. We could give it to Lundberg,
Well,
like you just.
I think obviously the club must have sounded out possible replacements and has done its due diligence and checked into these things. But obviously, they may be waiting on a coach as well, who's already in a job right now.
Yes, but the question is, we could just wait. We could just be patient. Give the job to Freddie Lundberg though,
Hmm.
and let him take over. I'm sure you'd see results immediately, even if he started today. For
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
But yeah, that's the answer, Joel. Thanks for tuning in.
yeah. Thanks, Joel. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up there, unless anyone has a quick question. Do join us, like I said, after the show, after the Arsenal show. We will have an Arsenal fan circle show.
No,
And hopefully
definitely.
the Arsenal show is an entertaining one and not a boring one.
Look, last draw, not acceptable. Immediately sacked. And
Yeah,
also, this shouldn't also paper over the cracks, which I hope they don't do. This shouldn't paper over the cracks. You should be gone anyway. I
yeah.
was hoping it would have happened in international break, but anyway.
Once again, Arsenal playing three at the back. In midfield, you're going to have two wing backs uh, with Torreira and Guendouzi as the pivot. Ozil will be a free player supplying Aubameyang and Lacazette, who should fill their boots today. Both of those strikers, like I said
Yeah,
before you came on, should be looking to get at least two goals
a piece.
apiece. Listen, we'll leave it there. We will reconvene after the game, and we will talk about hopefully a decent result. Three points for us. Stay ahead of the chasing pack. We are in the second tier, looking up, trying to catch those four teams ahead of us.
God.
But right now, there's a few teams ahead of us. Join us later. We will talk to you soon. One question here before we go from Joel. And Joel, hopefully you've subbed up and appreciate it if you did. Cheers, guys. How about Pochettino? If I got the spelling right, He's a good coach, but I just think there's better coaches out there for me, and he's a coach that didn't really win anything whilst at Spurs. Whilst he improved them, they didn't win anything.
Yeah,
So
that's just it. He hasn't won anything, but he's taken them to a Champions League final and gotten them to raise their standards just a little bit. But right
mhm.
now, I'm sure there's better coaches. Even if we wait, there'll be better coaches.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Joel, if you're around after the show, join us. Mahir will be with us, and we're hoping to have a couple of guests also after the Arsenal Southampton game. Until then, here's hoping we get 3 points, Mahir. Come on, you Gooners.
Come on, you Gunners.
Up the Arsenal. Later, bro.